start things off, I'd like to introduce myself. My name is Shiro Matsue, and I'm a medical doctor. I've been working for the JTTA as a national team doctor since 1991. Since 2001, I've been a member of JADA, Japanese Anti-Doping Agency. I've been working for the ITTF on the doping control panel of the Sports Science and Medical Committee since 2008. I've also been working as a chair of TUE panel since 2013. There are three things I'd like to cover today. Firstly, I'll show you the history of positive cases in World Table Tennis Championship. I'll talk about a positive case in the Continental Table Tennis Championship in 2013. And finally, I'll explain some statistics from recent doping tests from around the world. Let's get started. I've been working for the ITTF on the doping control panel since 2008. I have participated in all of the world championships, always working at the doping control station. It's my great pleasure to work with the local doping staff in the World Table Tennis Championships. There are the notices on the door of the doping control stations. I always take a photo of them. However, I forgot in 2014, even though it was my hometown. Above results of the anti-doping testing in the World Championships. We have only one positive case in the World Championship. Only one. Although I have been involved in anti-doping testing in the World Championship since 2008, testing started in 1991. In 26 years, we have had only one positive case in the World Table Tennis Championship. Only one. Because this particular case was found in Japan, Yokohama. I know the details well. This case was not intentional doping by a top-ranked player. The player in question, who was selected in the qualifying round, had used cannabinoid, hashish, for the recreational purpose. Next, I'll talk about another positive case in the Continental Table Tennis Championship in 2013. I've been working as chief of anti-doping since 2013, and this is the only one positive case I've encountered. You can see this information on the ITTF website. This Brazilian para-table tennis player had taken chlorothalidone, which is a diuretic, for his blood pressure control. He had been taking this drug over some years without knowing it is a banned substance. Although this was not an intentional use, he was suspended for 6 months. 6 months. Players are punished even if the violation is caused by ignorance. Education is important. Since I also educate national team players in Japan, I'm aware that it is very difficult to make all of them aware of and understand the regulation. However, we have to continue educational activities. I'd like to emphasize that there are very few positive cases in table tennis. Intentional use of a banned substance is extremely rare. Table tennis is one of the cleanest sports in the world. However, anti-doping organizations other than the ITTF also carry out anti-doping tests on the table tennis players, and I will be talking about this later. Finally, I'd like to talk about the result of recent doping tests from around the world. The total number of doping tests in the world was 283,304 in 2014. There were 3,153 adverse analytical findings, AAF. The total number of tests has been the same for several years, and the rate of the AAF has also been approximately the same. The adverse analytical findings, AAF, should not be confused with the sanctioned anti-doping rule violations. The AAF only means that a banned substance was detected in the sample. Only means banned substance was detected in the sample. Irrespective of any TUE, therapeutic use exemptions, the AAF totals include many cases where TUE was approved. In table tennis, 991 tests were carried out in 2014. There were only four adverse analytical findings. This number has been the same for several years, and the percentage of AAF has been the lowest percentage for all sports every year. In table tennis, total sample by testing authorities in table tennis, top 15. In table tennis, the ITTF authorized the most number of the tests in 2014, 192. And Japan Anti-Doping Agency, JADA, was next. Tests are conducted in many different countries. A total of 49 anti-doping organizations carried out tests. Although the number of tests in some of these countries is not so large, it is still important that they are carried out in such places. These statistics represent all sports. The classification and number of detected substances are shown in this table. Anabolic agent, anabolic steroid, were used most frequently, while both stimulants and diuretics were also detected in high frequency. 48% of the detected substance are anabolic agent. Next, stimulants. Since there are very few positive cases in table tennis, it is not possible to identify any patterns. The number of positive cases is only 4, and the number of detected substances is only 5. The difference in these two figures occurred as a result of one player testing positive for 2 substances. The 2 AAF adverse analytical findings at the top of the list related to the same player. This player had already acquired TUE, therapeutic use exemption. So, these 2 cases are not a violation of the rule. In other 2 cases, stimulant and glucocorticoid were detected. I don't know whether these players obtained TUE because these tests were carried out by national anti-doping agencies. So, as you can see, we only had 2 violations in 2014. I say again, table tennis is one of the cleanest sports in the world. However, violations do occur. For example, there are players who use banned substance through ignorance of anti-doping rules. So we have to continue our effort to eradicate doping, and we also have to continue educational activities. Thank you.